Tonight, small business owners are reacting to the COVID relief package, saying it might be too little, too late. Plus, the state of Minnesota is expecting the Moderna vaccine to arrive tomorrow, and we now know who will be receiving it first. And later, Santa showed up in a different uniform today to give to local kids in need.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Vaki. Thanks for joining us. A $900 billion COVID relief package is on its way to President Trump following a vote late last night. Today, Congressman Pete Stauber spoke with small business owners in Minnesota's 8th District to hear how they're faring as they head into the new year. CBS3's Kendall Jarbo explains what the relief package means for Northland business owners and whether it's enough for them to make ends meet. Kendall.
The stimulus package aims to help struggling businesses, but hospitality owners say without loosened restrictions, they might not be able to keep their doors open for much longer. 8 Northland small business owners joined Congressman Pete Stauber on a call to discuss what they need from the government. Under the relief package, small businesses can receive $282 billion in Paycheck Protection Program loans. People receiving state unemployment will get an additional $300 a week from the federal government. But with the extended indoor dining restrictions and limited gym access, Northland business owners are still concerned about their future. Many owners said they're going above and beyond to keep people safe. And since outdoor dining isn't realistic for many, there needs to be a plan in place to help them survive the upcoming months.
The months ahead are, generally speaking, slower months for restaurants. I mean, you start going into January, February, March, it gets really tight. So we are really looking to the state and the federal government to help us.
Another main topic during the call, the trickle-down effect the closure of just one small business has on the entire community. Tonight at 10, we'll hear from more Northland business owners in the hospitality industry on what they need to stay open and how the community can help.
Certainly a lot of folks impacted by all of this. Thanks, Kendall. Let's head over to Dave for a first look at the weather. Dave, a lot of folks watching that incoming storm that we've been talking about.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a little more potent than the one we got yesterday. So we jump right into the map to take a look at the situation here in the upper Midwest. And again, the second of 2 lows is now right on our doorstep here, leading with its warm front. So temperatures will be around 30 overnight and towards the mid-30s tomorrow morning. Then the cold front comes through tomorrow afternoon, takes temperatures down, and really kicks up a pretty decent chance for some snow. The snow chance is 80% on Wednesday, and totals could run anywhere from 6 to 10 for much of Minnesota and along the South Shore towards the Bayfield Peninsula. The Upper Peninsula and many inland communities well away from the lake may only run about 3 to 6. And I'm thinking of the 6 to 10 potential. The 10's most likely near the Canadian border from International Falls through Ely towards Grand Portage and even Grand Marais. And maybe towards places like Ashland, a little bit of lake influence there. The rest of us perhaps a little bit closer to the 6. So taking a look at the day planner for Wednesday, we should plan on it being cloudy all day long. 50% chance for fairly light snow in the morning, start at 30. 80% chance for the snow to get a little bit more heavy and moderate if we're being polite. High in the upper 30 or mid-30s, then starting to drop in the afternoon. And by Thursday, the snow chance will be gone and a cold snap comes around. And we'll talk about how long that's going to linger in just a few more minutes.
Thanks, Dave. Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers announced another tool in the fight against COVID-19. The governor today announced a partnership with Vault Medical Services to provide free at-home COVID-19 saliva tests to residents at no cost. Wisconsin residents will be able to test in front of a testing supervisor on Zoom and then mail it back to the lab with results coming via email within 72 hours. Along with the contact tracing app being available tomorrow, Governor Evers urges residents to use the tools necessary in fighting the coronavirus.
But the bottom line is that these tools don't work on their own. We must continue the strategies we know can and will help stop the spread of our state, in our state, especially with the holidays upon us, by staying home, wearing a mask, and practicing physical distancing.
Evers also encourages Wisconsin residents to celebrate with small family gatherings during the holidays. Today, Governor Walz, alongside Minnesota health experts, gave an update on vaccinations throughout the state. Since the Pfizer vaccine arrived last week, almost 3,000 healthcare workers have received the first dose. We also learned nearly 95,000 doses of the Moderna vaccine will begin arriving this week, with most being delivered tomorrow. The first doses will be distributed at long-term care facilities. While this is a step in the right direction, it's going to be a while before the vaccine is widely available. Health officials said the goal is to make sure everybody who wants to get vaccinated can. And for those who are hesitant, the governor hopes to ease their concerns.
The vaccine won't get us out of this alone. Vaccination is what will get us out of this. And so I'm just encouraging folks as your time comes up and your opportunity to know that the science is solid behind this, that the vaccine not only protects you, it protects the spread to others, those who may be more vulnerable.
Jan Malcolm, Commissioner of the Minnesota Department of Health, also spoke this afternoon. She said the good news is case growth and hospitalizations are continuing to trend downward across the state, which means the steps being taken are working, and she hopes Minnesotans won't let their guards down. Encouraging news today from St. Louis County health officials who say COVID-19 hospitalizations locally have declined. During a joint county and Duluth virtual news conference today, Amy Westbrook, the county's public health division director, said hospitalization rates have declined in the last month. Westbrook said right now there are an average of 6 hospitalizations per week, about half of what the county experienced in November. She said while the community transmission rate remains high, the new data offers some hope, thanks in part to the governor's restrictions.
And we're starting to see community transmission come down. Where most of the county is still in widespread, unchecked community transmission rates, but they are coming down. We haven't seen our deaths follow that trend yet, unfortunately.
Westbrook and hospital officials said despite the encouraging news, along with the arrival of the vaccine, now is not the time to let our guard down. The state of Minnesota and 3M are working together to prevent 500,000 counterfeit N95 masks from being distributed to Minnesota healthcare facilities. There have been increasing reports of counterfeiting and fraud. In a cease and desist letter, 3M requested the vendor to immediately surrender the counterfeit masks for removal from circulation. SupplyLink Incorporated has cooperated with the request. The counterfeit respirators, valued at $2.1 million, will be turned over to 3M for destruction. After already disbursing more than $1 million in funds, a new campaign is seeking donations for our Northland communities. The Duluth Superior Area Community Foundation and other area nonprofits are looking to keep hopes alive this season. That's because 4 COVID-19 emergency response funds for Northeast Minnesota and Northwest Wisconsin are quickly running out. They're now relying on their neighbors and strangers to keep their services going through the winter. If you're interested in donating to the community campaign, we have the link at CBS3Duluth.com. Duluth police officers swapped their badges for Santa hats this morning, all in the spirit of Christmas. CBS 3's Emma Quinn followed along as they delivered holiday joy to kids in need.
Duluth police spent Tuesday morning being Santa's helpers, delivering gifts to kids as part of the Blue Santa program. One recipient, 8-year-old Elliot, and his sidekick, Bear Bear.
My grandma helped me make a shopping list, but turned over to where it was just stuff for Bear Bear.
During the annual event, now in its 10th year, officers deliver presents and gift cards to children and families who may need extra help during the holidays.
To the kids who were referred by several different organizations to include places like the Valley Youth Center, Neighborhood Youth Services. We relied on a couple of schools.
Elliot and his trusty sidekick Bear Bear even made a wish list for Santa and his helpers.
Picked out some for me, some for me to play with my cousin Lawrence, and some for me and my mom to play together.
Chief Helper Mike Tuskin says the goal is to brighten the holiday season for everyone.
This is an opportunity for us to have and bring joy to children, which ultimately brings joy to the entire family.
Hold on to the bag, you pull on it.
Spreading joy and holiday cheer, along with new best friends.
This was meant to be Bear's brother, but
Elliot says he's still thinking about what to name his new bear. The department received more than $10,000 in donations, which were used to purchase the toys and to buy dozens of gift cards to Super One and Target. The United Way is using this season of giving to give back to those who have served this country. Today, the United Way of Northeastern Minnesota donated $5,000 worth of meals to veterans in need. 50 individual meal kits valued at $100 each were delivered to community veterans across the Iron Range. Recipients were selected by local veterans organizations based on need. The United Way says each meal kit contained fresh produce and a ham. Some of the kits even included a Zoop's gift card. It's the United Way's 4th year of running the drop-off. Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, 7 years ago, a mid-air collision occurred over Lake Superior. How one local group is giving back to the community next.
Today's temperatures ran from a low of 19 to a high of 28, warmer than normal for both counts. Well, tomorrow will start that way, but the finish could be a little bit cooler as Arctic air comes in behind a storm system. We'll talk about snow totals for Wednesday and chilly temperatures for Thursday right after this break.
Watch Jeopardy at 4:30, followed by CBS 3 Live at 5 on Live Local CBS 3.
Visit Bender's Shoes and step into style with new arrivals from Rieker and Ramonte. Enjoy modern European styling in footwear designed with features that ensure comfort with every step. Come in today and give them a try. We're located in Grand Rapids, Hibbing, and Duluth.
Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Ask J3 Insurance in Duluth if auto owners make sense for you.
Keeping yourself and your family safe from germs and bacteria is made easy with Cetus ultraviolet technology for sterilization. Through time-tested ultraviolet irradiation, killing 99% of dangerous microbes is simple and effortless. UV light technology is faster and more reliable than water-based disinfectants. Now easier than ever to live germ-free. Visit www.cetusonline.com. That is CETUSonline.com.
Make it the best holiday ever with the True Love Guarantee at Numi Jewelers. Dazzle her with a gift she's guaranteed to love. We're so sure she'll love the piece you choose that we'll even exchange it if she doesn't. True love is guaranteed at Numi Jewelers.
The holiday season is truly the most magical time of the year. It's the perfect time to appreciate Duluth's beautiful downtown waterfront district. Everything is a little different this year, but it has never been more important to support the local businesses you know and cherish. Enjoy the sights, safely browse local shops, and bring home tasty treats. This year, your gathering will be smaller and your visit shorter, but your loyalty and commitment make a big impact. The Greater Downtown Council invites you to celebrate the season.
When Subaru shares the love, good things happen. Over 64,000 pets supported. Over 2,500 wishes granted. Over 2 million meals provided. Over 400 national parks protected. In fact, Subaru and our retailers will have proudly donated over $200 million to national and hometown charities through the Subaru Share the Love event.
Visit Miller Hill Subaru today, online at millerhill.com.
Duluth Stove and Fireplace offers a full line of Finleo sauna rooms, sauna heaters, and sauna accessories. Visit us online at duluthstove.com or come see us at Duluth Stove and Fireplace at 27th Avenue West and Michigan Street and see your next sauna.
3, 2, 1, open for business.
You're doing it! I'm doing it!
I know Gina from high school, and she's donating a kidney.
I'm a giver.
Big smiles. Not the pageant one, Jill, the real one.
I'm more jazzed than I thought I'd be, and that was pretty jazzed.
The comedy starts at 8/7 Central, Thursdays on CBS.
The Kelly Clarkson Show, right here.
Weekdays at 3 on CBS 3. CBS 3 Weather is brought to you by St. Luke's. Now, the CBS 3 Duluth Weather Max forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Well, winter storm is coming our way, and you know, really the worst of it's to our west. The Red River Valley is looking at a blizzard warning. For Minnesota, the rest on our side here, well, it's a winter storm warning, so nothing to sneeze at there. And into Wisconsin, at least at this stage of the game, it's a winter storm watch. But it's a pretty sure thing you're going to get some fair snow totals in that part of the world as well. And even in the Upper Peninsula, you still could run 3 to 6 inches of snow tomorrow there into Thursday morning. But Weather Service hasn't issued any watches or advisories or warnings for you yet. Keep in mind, though, that could change as the system gets closer to our region. And it's pretty close right now, so it's an 80% chance for snow for our Wednesday going in through probably early Thursday morning. We'll talk snow totals here in just a bit. Right now, the current conditions at the airport in Duluth say it's 30 degrees. Our relative humidity 79%, and it's windy, easterly, southeasterly wind hitting 18 miles per hour. And the winds could stay up through tomorrow, so out on Lake Superior, there's also a gale watch, but, you know, except for professional mariners, I don't think too many recreational boaters are out looking for a Christmas boat ride this time of year. If you got that idea, though, maybe you want to think twice about it. It'll be windy and wavy. Air pressure right now, 29.68 inches of mercury on the low side, thanks to that low pressure system coming into our area. Current temps in the Upper Peninsula run from 29 in Watersmeet to 31 in Ironwood. And Wisconsin numbers go from 32 in Solon Springs to 33 up towards La Pointe. And Park Point in Minnesota at 34 degrees, 28 for Cloquet, 32 Moose Lake, and upper 20s to about 30 then for the rest of Minnesota. This low pressure system is leading with its warm front, so we'll be warmer than normal tonight and through tomorrow morning. But tomorrow afternoon, the cold front comes to call. Temperatures will tumble, and by Thursday, yeah, maybe 2 above is the best we're going to manage. A mini cold snap coming our way. And lighter snows have already started coming our way from the warm front of that low pressure system coming in. And there's still a little bit of light snow activity happening in northern St. Louis County. Eyeing up the rest of the region here, there's a stripe that wants to come in, but may take a little bit while longer here to get to us as the low pressure system, of course, tracks towards the region. Again, the chance for snow on Wednesday is going to be 80% in Minnesota, 90% chance in Wisconsin, and snow totals probably are going to run about 6 to 10 for many towns. The 10 is most likely near the Canadian border, as we mentioned a little bit earlier. The rest of us a little bit closer towards the 6. Could be slippery with a touch of rain mixed in as well, especially for Wisconsin. So do be careful for our Wednesday. And then come Thursday, Arctic high pressure will conquer the area, cool our temperatures down to below 0 for lows and single digits or so for the highs for a pair of days, before we moderate a bit back towards normal for the weekend. So let's fire up that forecast. Tonight in Minnesota, low temps pretty mild, 27 to 35 with 30% chance for light snow. Wisconsin, Michigan, you probably have about a 30% chance for some more of those snow showers to pop off tonight. Low temps 29 to 34. But then for tomorrow, there's your 90% chance for light to moderate snows. High temps in the mid to upper 30s early on, falling in the afternoon along with the snow, of course. And then moderate snows in Minnesota, too, with highs from 26 to 36 early, cooling down in the afternoon. And then we dry up come Thursday. Morning low 5 below, daytime high 2 above, 10 below come Friday morning, then 10 above. A sign of, toasty conditions on Saturday. Perhaps the warmest day of the week, Kristen, 20 above on Saturday. And then as we get into the week approaching New Year's, a little bit cooler than normal. We're supposed to be around 20 for our highs. We'll be going about 12 to 17.
All right, we've really had a mixed bag of weather throughout December here.
Yeah, we have a bit of warmth and now a little bit of cold coming our way. And after a snow drought, now it looks like it's coming by the shovelful.
Exactly. Thanks, Dave. The Twin Ports Group formed after a mid-air collision over Lake Superior 7 years ago gave back to the community once again today. Miracle 11 donated a total of $5,000 to the Second Harvest Northern Lakes Food Bank, CHUM, and the Salvation Army of Superior. The money comes from the licensing of the video of that crash scene on national television. Organizers say they are grateful to give back to the community.
To help feed people, especially during a COVID year like this, it makes us feel good. And it's hopefully something that, people will receive a direct benefit from. So it's not just some abstract thing out there. It's really a concrete way to help.
The group says they've since restored one of those planes involved in the crash, and it is once again in working condition. One Duluth family was given an early Christmas thanks to community member Mike Letica and his Make Every Child Smile drive. The McCauley family of Duluth received Christmas presents, food, and gift cards thanks to Letica and the Make Every Child Smile drive. They say the generosity of so many people means so much to them.
I pretty much am speechless at this point. Corey and I have been trying to pay it forward to another family, and we're super thankful and super happy that Mike can reach out to so many families.
Santina hopes to be able to adopt a family in need one day as well. Coming up in sports, some big news from the UMAC conference, plus a preview of the Badgers contest against Nebraska tonight. Sports is up next.
On Duluth Casino, open 10 a.m. to 2 a.m. daily, all non-smoking.
CBS3 live cams are brought to you by Kohler Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac. You're not just getting a car, you're getting Kohler.
Fire threatens everything in its path. When it threatens our communities, we respond and we bring the fight to the front line. Find out more about serving your community part-time by visiting NationalGuard.com.
Is your child on track? As a caregiver, we love watching babies reach milestones, like that first smile, that first giggle, first steps and words. Some children need a little extra help to learn and grow. If you've noticed that your child isn't reaching certain milestones, don't worry. Free help is available for children ages birth to 5. Whether your child is at home, in daycare, or in preschool, the Help Me Grow referral system connects you to the early intervention program in your area. Visit helpmegrowmn.org or your local school district to make sure your child is on track.
Thanks for the ride to practice.
How often do you play?
As often as I can. But right now, I have to shop for a Medicare plan.
Well, UCare has a range of Medicare Advantage options, with plan premium starting at $0 a month. By the way, thanks for wearing your skate guard.
It's just hard to ride with my hockey bag, you know?
Oh, trust me, I know.
DBS, your all things basement-y company. Does your home have uneven or sloping floors? How about cracked drywall, stair-stepping cracks, or bowed basement walls? You may have a problem with your foundation. Call the specialists at DBS. They thoroughly inspect your property and provide a permanent solution to your foundation problem. We offer a fully transferable warranty, unmatched in our area. Contact DBS, your all things basement-y company, for a free, no-obligation estimate. Call or visit us online. DBS, helping your family have a healthy, safe, and comfortable home.
Max Sport and Marine presents the Center Against Sexual and Domestic Abuse Behind the Mask, a free virtual New Year's Eve gala. Ring in the new year from your computer or mobile device on December 31st, 5:30 to 7 p.m. From a mask contest, silent auction, music, and so much more. For more information, visit www.casda.org.
The world changed in an instant, but at MediaCom, we were ready. And as internet traffic increased, we never slowed down. Schools and businesses went virtual, and we powered a new reality. For more than 20 years, we've been building a future-ready network to keep you ahead of it all. And now, MediaCom will be among the first to take you to 10G. We're making the next giant leap forward in internet technology and taking you further than you can imagine.
For coverage that matters most to you, tune to CBS3. When severe weather hits, tune to CBS3 for up-to-date coverage morning and night. Watch Jeopardy at 4:30, followed by CBS3 Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3. For coverage that matters most to you, tune to CBS3.
The waits will soon be over for college athletes at St. Scholastica, UW Superior Northland Colleges. Today, the UMAC Conference announced they will pursue spring competition. Baseball, men's and women's basketball, softball, men's and women's tennis, as well as men's and women's indoor and outdoor track and field can begin UMAC competition starting on January 30th. Those sports may pursue non-conference play beginning on January 1st. As long as their opponent follows the same NCAA SSI testing. The conference also announced fall sports such as football, baseball, volleyball, and soccer will stick to their original plan of playing in the spring. The President Council once again meet in mid-January to reassess. The Wisconsin men's basketball team has been able to forge through the non-conference portion of their schedule safely so far without issue from any of their players or coaches due to COVID-19. They're fresh off a blowout win over a ranked Louisville team and ranked 9th in the country with a 6-1 record. But now those games are behind them and the gauntlet of Big Ten games awaits them. So far, they played 6 of their 7 games at home, but will now start to travel more in conference play.
The thing you got to understand is they're still shooting in their home court. Right, that's where they practice every single day. They have that comfort of being in that. They understand the surroundings. They're used to seeing the depth perception of different arenas and so on and so forth. So, you know, and Big Ten teams are good. Like, so you can't go into a road game, even though there might not be away fans there. You know, you can't go into a road game expecting it to be any easier. So that's the biggest thing. You got to make sure you have the right mindset going into every single game, regardless of whether it's home or away.
Perhaps the shortest offseason in NBA history comes to a close this evening as the league will begin its 2020-2021 campaign. In the opener, Kevin Durant leads the Brooklyn Nets in action against his old club, the Golden State Warriors. Then in the late contest, it's another interesting matchup. The Battle of Los Angeles. LeBron James and Anthony Davis lead the new look Lakers up against crosstown rivals Kawhi Leonard and the Clippers. Finally, the Chisholm basketball court has a new look to it this year. They took down the Bob McDonald court banner on the wall, and his name has been inked onto the actual court itself. McDonald passed away earlier this year at the age of 87 and is the winningest coach in MSHSL history in any sport. He coached high school basketball for 59 years with 1,012 wins and 3 state championships. Now that's going to do it for sports. I'll send it back to someone who's grabbed a few rebounds on that very court. Kristen, back to you.
Thanks, Neil. Everyone loves an ugly Christmas sweater, but have you seen an ugly Christmas sweater that helps keep folks socially distanced? Ford calls this the Safe Distance Christmas Jumper. It projects the shape of a Christmas tree around you and creates a safe zone for others nearby. The sweater works through small projectors hidden in the reindeer's antlers, nose, and tail. It's a concept design, so it appears you can't get one just yet. It's also unclear if the project works in daylight. The sweater is part of Ford's ongoing Share the Road campaign to promote safe driving. So does that make it okay to wear an ugly Christmas sweater year-round? That's what I'm wondering. It's for safety, right? All in the name of safety.
Yeah, in July it'll come in very handy.
Exactly. Well, speaking of, we're not looking at July, though. I mean, we are really into winter now.
Yeah, real December weather is with us now, the second, third day of winter 2020-2021, with a low-pressure system coming our way to bring an 80 to 90% chance of snow Wednesday for Minnesota, and maybe even into Thursday morning for Wisconsin and the UP. Snow totals right now look like 6 to 10 for much of Minnesota and the South Shore, 3 to 6 for inland areas and the Upper Peninsula. But of course, that could change. We'll be keeping an eye on the charts as the night goes on. 80% chance indeed for that precip on Wednesday, followed by Arctic high pressure by Thursday. 5 below the low. Daytime high only 2. Gets a little bit warmer come Christmas Day at 10 degrees above.
Thanks for joining us. See you at 10.